Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of The Points of Articulation. I'm your host Dave, and if you're new to the channel, welcome everybody. Today I'm looking at the Hot Wheels Star Wars Phantom, released in 2016. This ship was first seen in Star Wars Rebels. Now, in my previous review of the Hot Wheels Ghost, I talked about its auxiliary craft, and we also saw this vehicle in the size comparison section of that review, so I thought it would only be right to do a review of this next since they go together, literally. Now, I have always been a fan of the Phantom. I think this is a great design, and the actual name of this is the Short Range Corellian Shuttle Fighter, and that name is perfect. It explains exactly what it is. It's a shuttle, and it's a fighter, and to me it looks like a complete mixture of an Imperial shuttle and a Y-Wing fighter. And you guys could tell what I'm talking about with the cockpit, laser cannons in the front. We have this like boxed industrial shape, and then we have the wings that fold down on the sides. I love this design. I think it is really sick. Sadly, in the show, however, the shuttle does meet a dark fate, and it is replaced by the Phantom 2. And anybody at Hot Wheels that may be watching this video, please make the Phantom 2. Well, like a dream, right guys? So anyway, for the size of this awesome looking ship, it measures in over 2.5 inches long, which is very nice, very cool in the collection. I love this thing quite a bit. So we do have a lot to talk about. We're going to check out the mold, look at the paint, put it on the stand compared to some other vessels, and then we'll be done. So let's get moving. So let's kick this review off looking at the mold. Like in all my videos, I will go over all the major sections of the item, and then we'll get a nice close-up look to see those fine details. So first up, we have our forward laser cannons, looking very nice. We have our cockpit with some beautiful painted windows there, really nice. Tons of paneling on the sides, little doodads here and there, fantastic stuff. In the aft section, we have our dorsal turret, our engines in the back, and our rear entryway, looking dope. We also have our foldable wings, looking good. For the bottom of the vessel, we have 2 rivets holding it together, a connector port for the stand, copyright crap, and some nice detailing throughout. Very nice. And that's basically it. There's not too much to talk about with this particular ship in terms of sections. So let's get a close-up look to see what this ship really has to offer detail-wise. For our close-up, we'll start with our wings and then work our way to the main body. So as we can see here, beautifully done line work, little modules. And what I like about this is nothing is flat. As you can see, everything either curves down or curves up. And that is awesome. I like that quite a bit. Very unique design. Well done. The other side is very similar. It's almost mirrored. You can see that beautiful design. Excellent mold. Beautiful. For the interiors, we have a little paint mishap right here, but that's not too bad. Whatever. And then we have some great detailing yet again with some line work and raised sections. Beautiful. For the other side, same thing. Well done. I like this very much. For the underside, we have our 2 rivets holding it together, copyright crap, peg port for the stand. This little circle right here should be a secondary entrance into the craft, sort of like a docking ring. Then we have some nice little shapes that are raised up. Very nice. I think that came out great. For the front, we have our laser cannons, which look very nice. I like how they're built into the front right here. And then we have these 2 little cylinders, looking nice. Of course, they're not recessed in, but beautiful nonetheless. And then on the top, you can see how nice they are. And very straight, you know, there's no warp in here, which is good. For the aft, we have our main entryway, which looks pretty good. Some nice details there. And next to that, we have our engines, which are recessed in and beautifully molded with this round texture. I think that came out great. Very nice, and they're both identical. Looking good. Some great stuff there. For the sides here, these dark gray areas, it's not really too much molding, but there is some nice shapes there. And then on the top, I like this section compared to the bottom, which is mostly blah. We have some raised sections, some recesses. Good stuff. The same goes for this side. Sort of blah on the underneath. And then we get to the top, and it's nicely done. Good stuff. Coming to the top. On the sides, it's, just flat with some black paint. Same for this side. Flat, black paint. We do have one little line right here and here. But besides that, the meat and potatoes is all at the top. We have a raised square or rectangle right here. And then some beautiful line work coming around the sides. There we go. Excellent stuff. I think this came out great. And then we have our turret, which mine does have some paint chipping because this is one of my oldest models. So it's seen some love. But nicely done. I think that came out great. Beautiful stuff. Coming on the sides, we have some raised sections on the sides here. Little recesses as well. And then more line work coming down the sides. Beautiful stuff with some recessing and raised sections on the bottom as well. Just a beautiful piece. I think this came out great. For the cockpit, I love this design. I think it's awesome. We have a window right at the top. And then a couple windows painted on the side. And as you can see, the windows are recessed in. Beautiful touch. Great stuff. I really dig that quite a bit. Now moving on to the forward section, I like this recessed line work, and then where the areas are raised up, they are painted yellow. I think that came out great. Amazing stuff. And look at the side here. Beautiful molding. I like that very much. Excellent stuff. Paint decals awesome as well. Looking at the front, cool grate effect there. Nice. And on the side, again, some beautiful designs. That paint, pretty cool. I think this is awesome. And that does it for the mold. I hope I covered everything. This is really a fantastic ship. It may not look it because of the whitish paint, but once you get close to it, it does have a lot of nice molding on there. So now, let's talk about the paint. And now looking at the paint on the Hot Wheels Star Wars Phantom, this baby features 6 different colors. First color up is a nice light gray or off-white. It's the main color of the ship, and I think it's a nice color choice. Pretty cool. We can see it on the main body, next to the cockpit, the wings, looking good. Very nice. The aft section has it as well. Pretty cool. Next color up is a nice dark gray. We can see it right here. Now in the show, the wings fold up and cover this dark gray area. So that's pretty neat. Moving on from there, we do have yellow right in front of the cockpit. Looking good, nice and clean. And then on the wings, you can see it on the bottoms and on the bottom of the craft. Nice. Moving on from there, we do have, I guess we could say, a dark yellow for this nice design here with a little brown. Very cool. And that brown is also on the back door. Looking good. Our final color on here is black. Now black is located on the forward laser cannons, the cockpit windows, which look amazing. Very nice, very clean. We also have windows going around the sides here, which look good. An aft turret, and engines. All in all, a very nice paint job for an awesome looking ship. So that does it for the mold and the paints. Now let's put this baby back on a stand, compare it to some other vessels, and then we'll be done. And just like other Hot Wheels ships, it comes with a translucent stand. Peg it in the port like so, hear that click. And just like that, everybody, you are good to go. And now for a quick size comparison with the Hot Wheels Star Wars Phantom seen in the center. First, on the left-hand side, we have the Hot Wheels Star Wars Ghost, one of my favorite ships. and these go very well together. I do like that. Hot Wheels, come on and make the Phantom too, so we have a complete set. Jeez. And finally, on the right-hand side, we have the Rebels version of the A-Wing Starfighter, taken right from Ralph McQuarrie's concept art. I really love this thing. If you're interested in seeing reviews of any of these ships I showed today, check the links in the description below. And that does it today for my review of the Hot Wheels Star Wars Phantom, released in 2016. For the mold, I love it. I really don't see any problem with this particular vessel. The angles look right. The shapes and details are all there. We have the laser cannons, the engines, the dorsal turret. Everything looks great. If they could find a way to engineer this with movable wings that would fold together, it would be awesome. Moving on from there, the paint, I love it. The yellow, the off-white, the decal on the side, the dark gray and black. I think everything works together here to give us something really special. If I had to pick something I would change, everybody knows what I'm going to say. A light use of a dark wash to fill in these little nooks and crannies and lines. I think it would really make the detail pop more than it does, and really make these models stand out. And you can't forget, these ships do come with translucent stands to help them blend in with the rest of the collection. And that's basically everything I have to say about the Phantom today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this re-review. If you did, smash that like button. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. And if you want to see new reviews every Thursday, subscribe. Again, thank you so much to all of you who are taking the time out of your busy schedules to watch my content. I greatly appreciate it, and I hope to see you next time. Bye, everybody!